Hey guys, True here, and let's talk about some anime. As the title said, I want to talk about my top 5 anime that I enjoy watching. I think it's gonna be fun. Hopefully, I can keep going for this. I plan on continuing, ongoing with this little web series. I'm gonna call it not web series. Hmm, show, episodes, subjects. I don't know what to call it, but I plan on doing this weekly. Talk about things I like, or upcoming shows I'm hyped for, books I read, things that are, yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. I mean, like next week I might talk about my favorite books, or I might talk about a new show I start watching, or upcoming shows I'm excited for, new games, stuff like that. That's what my goal is, to talk about stuff, and I want to make sure I want interaction with you guys. All right. I want you guys to talk, and whatever you guys talk about, I'll be sure to talk about next time I record it. Hopefully I get people recording with me, and we all talk about stuff that we nerd out over. What's this going to be called? Nerding out. Alright? I'm just going to jump right into it and go straight to my number 5, alright? Number 5, One Piece. As I said, it's my top 5 anime, and that I could probably watch most of any time, alright? One Piece, okay. The concept and the universe that One Piece takes place in is awesome. Devil Fruit powers, fucking amazing. They're all so unique and they're so well built. Some of them may be a little lame, but the lame ones completely get outnumbered by the awesome ones. I'm going to try not to give spoilers, but when someone's got a Devil Fruit power that prevents them from being cut, and they're able to break their body apart, and technically, as long as their feet are on the ground, they can float, how cool is that? I mean, being lightning, being darkness, being fire, that's awesome. I mean, that's a fair trade for not being able to swim anymore, alright? The main cast of the show is amazing. The main crew that you get to know, that you're looking at right here, well, for the most part, the main ones and posters you see, the main crew, awesome characters. They're all very unique. They all have their own goals, whatever it may be, and they go forward for that. Yet they're joined together. It's an awesome show. I mean, I really enjoy it. There is some negatives about it, though, and the reason it's not my number 1 is actually pretty big negatives. Some of the smaller little arcs, little seasons in it, are not entertaining to me. I mean, I'll watch them once just for the story, but I won't go back to rewatch it. I mean, I recently, probably earlier this year, I rewatched the whole series, and I skipped over 90 episodes. Over 90 episodes. That's, I guess realistically, if you look how many episodes they have, I think they're up to like 500 or 600 episodes now. My mind's drawing a blank. I can't remember I don't even look at episode numbers anymore. There's so many episodes of the show, but, I mean, 90 plus episodes I skipped. I saw what episode it was, skip next one. Some episodes are just not that entertaining. And there is a lot of filler episodes. Well, the way the show works is you can't really call them filler episodes. Because they're not a distraction from the main storyline that much. Because they're always moving forward. On the ship, they're moving closer and closer to their final destination. No matter what sort of episode it's about. So it's tricky. You can't call it filler episodes, but some of the arcs are definitely not as entertaining as the other ones. Alright? It's a real emotional show, though. I mean, some scenes I find myself in tears for. Other scenes, I am just on the floor dying. Awesome show. I do recommend anyone who wants to give it a try. Give it a try. It's not for everyone, but it's pretty entertaining, and there is a ton of episodes. So, I mean, that does make up for some, and it's still ongoing. There's still new episodes being released, also, on a weekly basis. I believe Saturday nights are when it come out. I believe. But that's One Piece. One Piece is great. Alright? Let's move on to my number 4. Cowboy Bebop. I see this as being a classic. You can't go wrong with some Cowboy Bebop. I mean, it's great. Space Cowboy Bounty Hunters. Just saying it sounds fucking awesome. I mean, yeah, pretty much that's it. I mean, all the episodes, good episodes. They're either on a little bit of a more focused storyline towards Spike, normally. Spike seems to be more focused than other characters. Or if they're just hunting a bounty. And they all have their own ways they do it. They're all unique in the ways they do it, and they're all unique in the ways they act. And sometimes they don't fucking get along. But that's all part of the story. Great show. I mean, I try to think of things to say how good it is, but it's easier to say. I cannot say anything wrong with it. The only thing wrong with this show is it's so short. It's one of those short shows that I want more of, but I understand why they ended it. I don't want to give any spoilers, but I understand why they ended it, but I could easily, if they ever put out more, I'd watch it. I've even gone out of the way to watch the movies. Alright, awesome show. It's funny at times, yet at the same time, you find yourself on the edge of your seat like, holy crap, what's going to happen next? Alright, let's go ahead and move on to my number 3. Currently still going, Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail, once again, similar to Devil Fruit powers, wizards, magic powers, awesome. The universe is okay, I mean, the universe it's in, not great, but the wizard powers are pretty freaking cool. The main characters, you love them. You get a bit of feeling for each one of them, and you enjoy seeing them, you enjoy seeing them succeed, alright? You enjoy seeing them interact with each other. Sometimes it's a little repetitive, but heck, if you think about it, everyone in life is. If you have that one friend that always wants a high five, that's just the way it is. And some of the characters' actions are exactly like that too. Alright? Now, what's really cool about this is I enjoyed every episode I've watched. And that's a huge plus for me. I don't find myself skipping episodes. Some episodes, yeah, this is still pretty good. I'm not thrilled about rewatching some episodes, but at the same time, I don't find myself skipping them. Because I've recently rewatched this series too, and I didn't skip a single episode. So, I mean, that's awesome for me. And it's still going on. Still an ongoing show. I got pretty hyped, just watched it yesterday. Phew. Stories they got going on now, out of control. The only downside to this show is some of the jokes are really, really cheesy and lame. It's got that cheesy, lame jokes that a lot of Japanese anime, I can't say Japanese, I'm 100% Japanese, I'm pretty sure though. A lot of animes have, and they get repeated a lot. Like, multiple episodes in a row, the same joke is going on. But at the same time, it's just the way the character is. I can't say that's a huge negative, but you're like, come on, are you really? Are you serious? That joke again? But hey, show, that's the only negative I can think of. Everything else, it's great. Except maybe one of the main characters is a little weak at first, but you get to watch that character grow a lot, and it's really interesting to see that as well. Alright? Let's go ahead and jump on to number 2. Outlaw Star. One of my personal favorites and one of the first animes I bought DVD box sets for and really enjoyed watching. Alright? Outlaw Star. Once again, similar universe as Cowboy Bebop. There's outlaws, there's pirates, there's the military. Outlaws sort of just do whatever they want. They're free. They will do bounties, they'll do odd jobs. They just want to live their life the way they want to live. And that's it. I mean, that's what outlaws are in this show. Essentially, I mean, yeah. I can't think of any other way to describe it. Ship battles in this show. It's a space show, alright? And there's battles in ships. And they're called grappler ships. They're basically ships that normally used to be used for doing work outside the ship. Little arms are controlled. Imagine 2 giant ships boxing each other with grappler arms. Or a ship pulling a gun out and having a big giant battle axe out in these arms and firing. How cool is that? That's just awesome to watch. The action, the grappling battles, amazing in this show. Even though it's an old series, you're like, holy fuck, that's awesome. Loved it. The characters and the cast, the main focus cast that you see right now, awesome. I love every single one of these characters. They're all unique and they all have their own reason for being willing to join the ship or crew, or assisting the crew, or going against the crew. Trying not to give spoilers. But they all are awesome characters. You love them all. And they're all unique in their own way. I mean, it's an awesome show. You can't go wrong with it. I highly recommend this one. Once again, sadly to say, it's a little short. I mean, it's another short series. I think it's only like 6 DVDs. Is about as many episodes it has. I want to say it's close to 24 episodes. That's pretty short. I mean, I think there was an actual branch off show in the same universe as this, but I never heard anything good. And when I looked into it, I did not care to watch it. So I was disappointed to hear about that, but I would love to see the actual crew of the Outlaw Star carry on and actually continue a series sometime. Alright? Now, we're going to move on to number one. Number one, it's a bit unique, because there's two number ones. I could not decide between two which one I want to be my number one, so I still have a list of 6 favorite animes, I guess. Alright, let's go look at my first number one. Hellsing Ultimate. Alright, there's 2 different versions of Hellsing. Let me clarify this. There's just Hellsing, and then there's the Hellsing Ultimate. Hellsing Ultimate is the one I enjoy more. Alright? The main character, Alucard, he's cool. I mean, he is just fucking cool. He is that guy you're like, damn, that guy's cool. Alright? But you love him and root for him, yet not until later do you realize that he is fucking evil. I mean, he respects the master, who he said is his master, but if he could, if he was on free reign, he would be horribly evil and destroying the world. I can't say destroying the world. He'd be killing people. He has no conscience at all killing someone. I mean, he is evil. It's cool, entertaining to see for sure. I mean, one of the scenes, you flat out just see him wreck and just destroy human lives like it's nothing and enjoying it. He is just cackling. I'll say cackling because he can cackle. Oh, so good. The show is great. It's 10 episodes long. Now, the characters in the show all have strong personalities. Really strong personalities. They're really defined. You have an idea of what they want when you learn them. When you finally see what the characters are, you know what they want, and you know what their goals are. You learn to read them, and they work for those goals. Now, the downside for this show. It's not a downside anymore, but when I was originally watching this, I started watching it around episode 2 or 3. Alright? I had to wait 6 to 10 months per episode coming out. That is a long time to wait for the next episode. And each episode is probably around 45 minutes to an hour long of actually new content. That is... It took a few years for the whole series to come out and for it to end, but when it ended amazingly. Awesome show. 100% recommend watching this. Except it is bloody, it is gory, and there is some sexual scenes in there. So, make sure you're aware of that before you're watching it. If you find any of that distasteful, don't watch it. But if you're willing to tolerate a little bit of it, I need to learn how to talk. If you're willing to tolerate and watch it, it's a great story, great show. I really recommend it. Alright? Let's go on to my second number one, which is completely different than all the other shows so far. Gintama. This show is probably... It's amazing, as straight as that. It is just amazing. I mean, I can't say anything else besides that. I mean, trying to find an image was hard for this show. Because I had to try to find pictures that somewhat describe the show, or give you a picture of some of the members of the show. Trying to find one that described this was hard. This was the closest one I could find. Gintama is a funny show. It is at times slapstick comedy. At times it is a comedy show. But the main story of the show is freaking serious and action-packed as hell. So here's how it works. When the main villains are in the show by any way, it's on. The show is going, it's serious. There is no fooling around if they're involved. The main bad guys are involved. But if they're not involved, it is a carefree, enjoyable, funny show. Alright? Each of the arcs have big focused characters and villains. And the action scenes are amazing. The fights are amazing. The characters' abilities are amazing. The characters themselves in the fight and not in fighting are amazing. At the same time, funny as hell. The emotional episodes. When this show wants you to feel sorry or feel guilty or feel bad, you feel it. Yet at the same time, this show it has all the times of comedy. I cannot praise this show enough. I mean, the only downside about the show is there's not enough of it. Even though there's like hell, I think there's almost like 150 plus episodes. But I mean, I want more of it. The manga is still going, and there is a foul rumor that they're going to continue to anime, and I am dying to see it. I mean, there's a movie I want to see that I'm looking at buying, and it's at $80 to get the movie, get a US version of the movie. $80, and I have that movie in my shopping cart. As soon as I get the money for it, I'm buying it. Even though it's like only an hour and a half long movie, that's how much I enjoy this show. $80 for an hour and a half. I mean, that's pretty ridiculous. It's probably cheaper now. I could probably find a cheaper one, but that's just an example of how much this movie is going to cost. The movie's amazing. The story arcs are amazing. I use the word amazing a lot, and it's true. I mean, the characters, their chemistry, the way they act, just, so good. I can't recommend this show enough, guys. If there's one show on this list that I would say you need to watch, it is Gintama. By far. Hellsing Ultimate's really freaking close. It is, trust me. I love Hellsing Ultimate either. These two shows, I could watch either one, any episode, anytime. I will most likely stop what I'm doing to watch these shows. Or if it's running beside me, say I'm playing World of Warcraft, or playing Diablo 3 or some other game, and this show turns on the TV next to me, I give myself about 5 or 10 minutes before I just stop playing the game and just sit there and watch the show. That's how good these are. I mean, definitely recommend them. Yeah, I mean, that's as far as it goes. I mean, that's just about it. I think that's going to sum everything up. Let me go back to this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, I would love to tell more details, but try and tell why I like a show without getting with spoilers is hard. Because I want you guys to watch them. Definitely highly recommend Gintama, for sure. The way I watched a lot of these shows is via Crunchyroll. I know 3 of them are on Crunchyroll. I'm not certain Cowboy Bebop, Outlaw Star, Hellsing Ultimate is. Some of them I bought DVD box sets. Some of them I watched on TV. I think Cowboy Bebop still might be on Adult Swim, which is Cartoon Network. Late at night, maybe it might still be on there. Outlaw Star might be a little harder to get by, but DVD box sets don't cost much, and it's a great show if you enjoy anime. Alright? Hellsing Ultimate, DVD box sets, a little bit more pricey, but I feel they're fully worth it. Man, the episodes are hour plus long. Well, not hour plus long. They end up being about an hour, because the ending credits, the ending little scenes, the starting scenes, end up being pretty close to an hour at times, I guess. So, yeah. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little nerd out, what I'm calling it. Let me know what you think, guys. Please, in your comments, let me know what your top 5 animes are. And if possible, I'll try to go out and watch them. Oh yeah, let me say some freaking follow-ups. Not follow-ups, but animes that were really close to being on my list. Attack on Titan was close to being on my list. Sword Art Online was really good. I've only watched the first part of the show. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. JoJo's freaking amazing. Hunter x Hunter was almost on there. Ruby, I just recently started watching that, but it's a pretty freaking great show. I wouldn't put it on my top 5, but it's definitely a good show I've just started recently watching from Rooster Teeth. What are good ones I can think of? Naruto Shippuden, both good ones. Bleach, it was good at first, it was great at first, but to me, I stopped watching it, but it's still pretty good. That's all I can think of for now. I guess we're going to end the video here. Once again, guys, let's talk about anime. I'm all for it. Leave comments, tell me what you think. If you think I should shave, say it. If you think this was a bad video, let me know. Give me constructive criticism if you think it was bad, though. Don't just dislike it, and then that's it. Take 5 seconds to tell me what you don't like. If it's my face, tell me. If it's my choices for anime, tell me. If it's the way I describe the shows, let me know. I want to try and improve on this. This is my first time really doing something like this. So guys, any constructive criticism, any ideas you give me, I'm all ears. Alright? Let's go ahead and end it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.